All right.
We're just gonna laugh the whole time.
Hi, Mary.
Hey, how are you?
Good.
It's good to have you here.
Thank you for having me out here.
Of
I
course.
appreciate it.
Of course.
Welcome, wine snobs, to another edition of The Beaten Path. Today we are at Naggiar
Yes.
Vineyards,
Bravo.
and it's way off the beaten path. It's literally at the end of it, as I found out the first time I was here
Yep.
a couple months ago. And you know, about almost 10 years ago, somebody gave me one of your wines and said, "Oh, you have to check this winery out," you know. And so it's been on my list this whole time, and it wasn't until a couple months ago that
you came.
I stopped by.
Yeah.
I'm sorry it took me so long.
That's okay. You know, you were worth the wait. I noticed because we were following each other for a long time on social media.
Yeah.
You would always like our posts. We like your posts. So when you walked through that door, and then we looked and you handed your card, all of us just, it's him. He's here. So thank you for coming back.
I know. I usually try to fly under the radar.
No, not here. We're not here.
You snuffed me out.
You're right away.
I was like, "Oh crap, spotlight!" All of a sudden. But that was fun.
Yeah.
But you know, one of the things that I'd heard a lot of good things about Naggiar wines, but I don't think I was quite prepared for how good I would find them and how much I would enjoy the wines. So that really kind of was a very pleasant surprise.
Yeah, I remember you did say that.
And I pretty much liked and enjoyed everything on the lineup that day, and I took some back and did some reviews, and each one has been really nice. I found them very terroir driven and faithful to the region at large. So
that
was
means a
very
lot
nice.
Coming from you.
Yeah, so I think you guys are doing a fantastic job.
Thank you.
So the main purpose of this segment is to shine a light off the beaten path on interesting wineries I find are really doing a great job of making these small batch production interesting wines, faithful to the region. So why don't you tell us a little bit about Naggiar Vineyards?
Oh my, how far do you want me to start? Look, we really try to make wines made from the grapes that really speak to the terroir of where they are. So, and that was the idea of when my father-in-law and mother-in-law, they planted about 60 acres in several phases in 1998. Their aim, when they hired a consultant from UC Davis to find where to plant the grapes and where to have a vineyard, was that they wanted to be the growers, the number one growers in all of California and beyond of the premium wine grapes. And our grapes have been sold to Napa, to Sonoma. They really, they grow. The varietals that we pick are the ones that truly thrive in this elevation. They love the hot days and the cool nights. It's a reason why we don't really have a Chardonnay over here, is because it's too hot. We can grow a Chardonnay. We love to drink Chardonnay, but it won't be the best Chardonnay. Yeah. Whereas the varietals we have, like Sangiovese, Petit Syrah, Barbera, they're the ones that do the best in this elevation. They love the hot days. They love the cool nights. So for example, the ones we grow over here, they're all Southern European varietals. And why are they Southern European varietals? Bordeaux, they're Rhone varietals, Italian. It's because if you look at the equator where we are here, it's very similar to where Southern France is and Italy. So those varietals really thrive, and that's why we make hands down the best Sangiovese in California. I will say it right now. I will say it and I will back it up.
All right.
Just come on down. I'll give you a free taste. And if this is not the best Sangiovese you have, Sangiovese, Petit Syrah is to die for. We make a great Barbera, and there's a lot of, we have blends, we have straight up varietals, and then you've tried also the reserves that we really reserve the best blocks on the vineyard to go in our reserve program.
Cool. So how much of the estate is dedicated to your production, and how much is contracted or sold out?
So we have 60 acres, and more we were keeping, and us ramping up. And then what happened with COVID, and then what happened with the rut in the sales of grapes. So now there's a lot of, as a lot of grape growers will know, the market was not very good, and there's the grape sales have slowed down. So, we farm to accordingly. We farm according to what we're going to sell. We farm according, and then the rest we just take good care of and make sure that it's still healthy and well.
Nice. What's your overall production like?
We do about 5,000 cases a year, so it's still pretty small. We still have nice control over it. The beauty is that we own the vineyard. So we control the quality from the grape to the glass, from the vine to the wine, the whole thing. And we farm for about 3 tons to the acre. Okay. So we really go around and drop the fruit when it's time to do it. It's heartbreaking because you see all that fruit, but you know what's going to come out. Yeah. It's going to be, voila. It's the best wine on your chest.
That's awesome. How long has Naggiar been around?
So Naggiar started in 1998. So my father and my mother-in-law, Mike and Diane Naggiar, they had a 1-acre hobby vineyard in Saratoga, and they found that they really enjoyed, the lifestyle. Some winemaker had approached them and said, we'll take care of it. We'll give you wine in the end, and they liked it and they had fun. So when he retired from Hewlett-Packard, they went on a quest to find, with the consultant to see, that's what we want to do. We want to grow grapes. My mother-in-law says she had to keep him busy. So it depends who you listen to. He's a workaholic. So they ended up buying the house up on the hill over there. Cool. And they started growing, putting in with contracts. The Grenache, the Sangiovese, the all of these, the Senzo, the Counoise. So they would put them in with contracts, and that's why a lot of people say, well, wait a minute, why do you have 17 different varietals? This is very odd. Well, because it came in, this was primarily a vineyard, grape growing business before it started making wine. We finally convinced them in 2003. We said, look, all these Napa, Sonoma, everybody's taking our grapes, putting their name on it. Nothing wrong with it.
Making amazing wines.
Cool.
Yes.
Thank you very much. But hey, we have a lot. Why don't we make some and put our label on it? And this is how it started. Nice. And it's a family business, and the family all started it.
Awesome. Yeah. Wow, well, bravo, Naggiar family.
Thank you.
So, one of the things in some of our back and forth since the last time I was here, one of the questions that I kept asking, that some of the wine snobs kept asking was like, where is she from?
Where is she from? Where is she from? So we speak French, you and I, right?
Wait.
And we're from the same neighborhood. That's why we clicked so well, So I was born in England, and then I grew up in Kuwait, and then I got married in Montreal, and then lived in New York, and then I finally ended up here for many years. I married a very good salesman who took me out of the city and put me over here, but I love it. So I'm originally Egyptian and Greek. Oh, so Mediterranean, you would say, from both, and then that's why we.
Yes, and the Naggiar family is.
Naggiar family, father-in-law Mike Naggiar, who founded this place with Diane Naggiar. He was born in Egypt. The name Naggiar is originally Lebanese. It means carpenter, if you translate it. His mother is Italian. My mother-in-law is French-Canadian from Montreal.
Oh wow!
So we just drink and
it's a worldly crew. I like that. That. Very rich. So there you have it, wine snobs. Those who are asking.
Yes, there you go.
She's a bit of everything.
Yeah, a bit of everything.
But mostly Mediterranean.
Yes. Thank you.
And if you're picking up an accent, it's French.
Yes. Oui.
If she's pas français, you can say hi to her as
well.
Just say bonjour.
Bonjour.
So today, what's the occasion today?
So what's the occasion is that in May we kick off our music season. Now COVID rocked our world last year. We weren't really able to do anything. We had to cancel the whole season. Now everything's coming back, and if you're wondering why we're not wearing masks, we're fully vaccinated.
Yes.
And our president took his mask off, so we're taking our mask off.
Yeah.
So we're good. But this year we just want to live. We want to make up for 2020 that we got robbed. Right. I say, when I have my birthday this year, I'm not growing any year older because I didn't use my last year, right? We didn't use it. Yeah. Why should I get a year older?
Can I get a credit?
Can I? Yeah. I'm turning the same age. Yeah. So you know what? We have in May all the way through October, we have our music season. Yeah. We kick it off every Saturday night. We have events. So we have dueling pianos, we have bands, we have duos, we have karaoke. Just go to our website. So it's naggiarvineyards.com, go under the shop tab, and you'll see all of the events. So every Saturday night, basically our tasting room is from 12 o'clock to 5 o'clock, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. You can come in, have a flight of wine. You can do a glass of wine or a bottle of wine. Now, 5 o'clock on Saturdays, shut down, open back up.
All right.
And we party. So that becomes like a, you
Yeah.
know, buy the glass and buy the bottle.
Yeah.
We have food trucks on Saturdays. Today we have 2 because, you know, we have a nice size crowd. Lots of social distancing for those who are worried. Look behind me. Go anywhere you want.
Yeah.
If this is too close, come sit here in the fountain. You want to go in the vineyard? Go in the vineyard. But I mean, there's no way. If you don't want to be close to people, you don't have to be close to people.
Yeah.
I mean, there's people in general that don't want to be close to each other anyway. So.
Yeah, right.
I don't know, so they want to be. But there's plenty of room for social distancing. And what we do is we have a comfortable number on the patio. And when our patio seats sell out, we start selling lawn seats.
Okay, cool.
So that's what we do to make sure
Yeah,
everybody's
it
comfortable.
looks really nice setup. I'm
And
looking
you're
forward.
staying.
Yes, I am.
Good.
Oh, I know
He's
better than
staying.
yes.
I'm going to film him and I'll share with you guys.
So, you know, one of the things I wanted to talk about was, you know, after making it out of the last year, one of my biggest worries, you know, because I love these smaller winemakers and winemakers as yourself, and I was really worried, you know, when the lockdown started, you know, if my favorite winemakers were going to survive. But as I started doing more of these off the beaten path segments, I started realizing that they were actually doing well. They're doing okay given the considering everything. And I have to say, looking back now, I'm really proud of you guys and the job you did when this whole thing started. I didn't hear people, I just saw people mobilize, reinvent their entire business models. And I noticed you maintained a very vibrant, you know, community around your wines, and that's one of the things that stood out the most, aside from the wines, but stood out the most, and that was really uplifting, and it was very nice. So, you know, good job.
Thank you.
Proud of you guys,
so
and the job you did making it through this, you know, terrible year, you know, by all accounts.
But it was tough for everybody, so, you know, it's not just us.
Yeah, so that just means I get to continue having good wine.
Yes,
you know,
for
I would
sure.
I would have nightmares. Wake up in the middle of the night, like, wait, where am I going to get my wines from?
No, I think everybody's tried their best and, you know, did a good job.
Yeah. So bravo.
Merci. Merci beaucoup. Yeah.
So you're pretty busy today.
Yes.
I don't want to keep you too long, but what do you think?
What do you think? You want to walk in the vineyard?
Yeah, why not?
Okay, let me go change shoes. I can't do the heels in the vineyard. I knew you'd want to walk in the vineyard. We can't because the grapes over here are all the grapes that source our white wines. They're right here.
Okay.
So we can go and walk over there.
Cool.
All right, so these are over here.
Yeah.
We have the Roussanne. Are you filming?
Yes.
Roussanne, Roussanne, Marsanne, and Viognier. But we also have the Muscat because a few years ago we grafted over some of them to make Muscat, because Muscat is my mother-in-law's favorite wine. She absolutely loves it. So what did my father-in-law do? Ripped out, grafted over, I don't know how many rows over here, or a block, and made Muscat. He planted Muscat for her.
Yeah.
How's that for a present for your wife? It's like, oh, honey. And then he told her, that's why our Muscat bottle, we're out of it now. It's really popular. Nice. We have it, and the label is like a sunflower.
Yeah.
Because what he did is he told her, he said, okay, now go pick your label and do that. So he not only grafted and planted all this for her, but then he made her pick her own label. That's why it looks different from any label.
Oh, nice.
So we're going to have Muscat for sure next year, because we have to pick it this year, and we're planning on making some more. Muscat Cannelli.
Ah.
Yeah. Tu vois? Can I just show you? Look at the babies.
Oh, I know.
You see the babies? Aren't they beautiful?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're gonna grow up and be delicious. We're
Yeah,
gonna massacre them and crush them.
make blood of the gods.
Make blood of the gods. Yeah. So this is all white over here. If we walk a little more over there, then there's the Cabernet Franc.
Okay.
We also have an orchard in the vineyard. When the fruit comes out, oh my goodness, we have figs, fig trees, we have persimmons, pomegranate. So, and then up there on this hill where you see all these vines on the hill, that's all Petit Syrah.
Oh, nice.
Oh, and you know what? Because they're on a hill, and I'm sure your wine snobs know, the vines are stressed. So you know that stressed vines
the water,
make...
the soil drains down, yeah.
So that way they don't get too much water, and that's why they're a lot like darker. Our Petit Syrah is like ink. It will stain your teeth, it will stain your clothes, it will stain everything, your hands when you open the cork. And it's, did you try our Petit Petit Syrah or no?
Yeah, I did when I tasted.
When you tasted?
I haven't done a focused review yet.
Petit Syrah is really good.
And I'm guessing that's no small component of the Beast.
It is
which
a
is
small one. Yes, because the Beast is a blend.
Yeah.
But the Petit Syrah is just big and bold.
Yeah.
Like you.
I love it. Yeah.
Bold.
I love my wines big and bold.
Yes, and balanced.
Well, of course.
Yeah,
Yes.
the triple
Yes.
Beast. So the Petit Syrah is that. I mean, the reserves too, but our Petit Syrah has won so many awards before. It's gotten 92 in Wine Enthusiast. I mean, it is. I don't know what to say. The wines are good, and I'm glad that you tried them and you like them, because they're our babies. So
Yeah.
we'll love them no matter what. But they're very good, and you have to come out here and believe it. So
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I'm looking forward to doing focused look at all the other ones. I mean, they've been sitting in my pipeline,
yeah.
this whole time, and I'm just like, oh, I gotta get to it. Get to it. It's a lot of homework.
Yeah, you do such a great job, though.
Oh, thank you.
No, you do, because you truly you describe them so well. And every wine, like I know ours, but I read the other ones that you do. You make me want to try some of them too,
Well, that was the idea behind it, was to open my cellar and all the interesting little wines that I'll run into, and open those up to the world.
Yes.
And because I felt there's got to be people out there who don't just want to go to the grocery store.
Yes.
They want something interesting, unique,
with a
special.
story, right?
With a story.
Yes.
Wine with a story.
Yeah.
And so, I'd been doing this for, probably the better part of the last 2 decades, and it's only a few years ago that it hit me, like, just open it to the world. And that's why I started WineSnob.
Well, you put into words what we can't. So we'll taste the wine and we know we love it, but then you'll start to describe it, and it will be like a story unfolding in our mouths. You're like, oh, there it is. There's the battle he's talking about. Or there's the pinch of the lips. Or there's that, you put it into words, which most people cannot.
Yeah, I think of it as love letters to wines.
Yes, I love it. That is what it is. Yeah, very good.
Wow, this is gorgeous. So the estate goes all the way up.
All the way, the vines go all the way, even beyond the hill.
Okay.
So, and beyond the hill where you can't see is where Cabernet Sauvignon is planted, because it's on the northern facing slope, because it's a little cooler.
Yeah.
So it doesn't like the direct heat that
Yeah.
the Sangiovese Barbera, all these things are getting over here, the Petit Syrah. So the
Yeah.
Cabernet Sauvignon, we put it on the other side of the hill because of the north facing slope.
Yeah.
And then the Petit Syrah, and then up on the other side there's the Malbec, there's the Viognier, there's the Mourvèdre, there's the Counoise, I think Cinsault, and all of these things.
Nice. I love it. I'm looking forward to taking a peek over the top there.
Yes.
Yeah.
Next time you come, we'll go ride the quad or the
Yes,
thing, and
yeah.
we'll go together and I'll show you around.
Sounds like a plan.
Yes.
I'll take you up on it.
All right. Yeah, we show you all of the rest of the vineyard. Okay.
Let's do it.
Thank you all for watching. I hope to see you guys. Just
Absolutely.
mention the WineSnob. We'll give you a nice discount.
Ooh, now you're talking to the wine
Yeah.
snobs.
Just come here, mention the WineSnob, and we'll take good care of you. Yeah.
Let's do it.
All right. Should I go get my shoes?
Yes,
Okay.
and then